He's a man of many talents, but most fans got to know him first through comedy. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest Jordan Peele moments.
What are you gonna do, pal?
About to ask you the same thing.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most hilarious and iconic comedy moments from this full-spectrum entertainer. Number 10, Testicle Monster, Rick and Morty.
You know how much time has passed the dinosaurs? Half of all time!
In an episode where Rick, Morty, and Summer manage to fracture reality by freezing time for too long, they're visited by a fourth-dimensional being. When it's revealed that the monster, who looks suspiciously like a certain piece of anatomy, wants to take them to time prison, they beat him up in multiple realities. In a post-credit sequence, the original monster, voiced by Keegan-Michael Key, picks up his buddy, voiced by Jordan Peele, to help him deliver comeuppance. The hilarious dynamic here is exactly what we've come to expect from the two comedians. The interaction, already entertaining, is made all the funnier thanks to their, well, anatomical resemblance.
Come on, man, it's this way. Come on, give me that thing. Speed it up. He can't be this far back. There he is, stop.
Number 9, Inside Looking Out sketches, Mad TV.
And welcome to Inside Looking Out. I am Dantel Lamontrose.
In recent years, Peele has made a considerable splash in the world of horror cinema. His Oscar-winning film Get Out delved deep into issues of racism, color blindness, and racial appropriation. But these main themes had been earlier made into brilliant comedy in the Inside Looking Out sketches of Mad TV. It's easy to believe Peele's character, Dantel Lamontrose, is in the sunken place as he sings the praises of his partner, Pat Beth Lamontrose, who's very obviously racist. It should be and is a cringeworthy setup, but his character's obliviousness to her words and actions sells the satirical premise.
Why don't you take me into the bedroom and show me some of those hip-hop dance moves you've been working on?
Number 8, Playing Percy Julian, Drunk History.
He thinks this is going to be so much different than Montgomery, Alabama and all the segregation.
Relying entirely on physical acting, Peele follows the prompts of an intoxicated Derek Waters for this episode of Drunk History. He plays famed research chemist Percy Julian, beginning with his attempts to get accepted into university and continuing with his studies in Vienna and rise as an important and influential scientist.
This place is amazing. I mean, we're doing real work here, guys.
His performance and expression are so on point that you forget he isn't delivering the hilariously slurred words himself, as he perfectly melds the rambling narration with the character and story. It's a real testament to what a fantastic performer he is. Number 7, To Shoot or Not to Shoot, Keanu.
Parents, we gotta do it! I cannot do it! I will not do it!
Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele continue to be friend goals when they starred in Keanu. Co-written by Peele, the action comedy follows two best friends who infiltrate a gang to get back a beloved kitten. Despite their best efforts, the two are eventually caught out, saved only by Keanu chewing through their ropes. The tables seem to be turned, until the bad guys call their bluff. In most action movies, the good guys are gritty and resolved. Here, Peele and Key's realistic panic over whether to shoot or not, all while trying to rescue a kitten, makes the scene hilarious.
Killed people! Why we know you did it?
Number 6, Sad 50 Cent, Mad TV.
They say 50, you got a record deal. Your stock is through the roof. Why do I feel so empty inside?
Peele's take on 50 Cent is not what we expected. It's even better. When 50 Cent's manager tells him that his album is only number 2 on the charts, his temper rises. But he takes a hard 180 the moment he hangs up, and we see 50's softer side as he launches into a ballad of heartbreak.
Because I'm sad 50 Cent. Sad 50 Cent.
Even with everything he's got, he still doesn't feel good enough, making him a sad 50 Cent. As the song gets bigger and bigger, so do the laughs. The juxtaposition of 50 Cent's tough reputation and such a weepy song gets us every time.
Sad 50 Cent. Yeah.
Number 5, Eating Hot Wings, Hot Ones.
That's a radiation symbol. That's what they put on it when you're not supposed to be near it.
On the web series Hot Ones, host Sean Evans invites guests to eat increasingly spicy hot wings while answering interview questions. With both Key and Peele on set, Their mouth-murdering meal starts off lighthearted enough. By wing 3, however, things start to escalate.
That's a... Genghis Khan just rode through my tonsils.
As with many challenge-based shows, the viewer is wincing along with the contestants. But when the contestants are comedians, it's that much more entertaining. From their facial expressions, outbursts, attempts at rationalization, and running commentary, the pain and adrenaline are very real. We even get to see their valet characters reacting to Keanu.
I'll give that movie 5 volcanoes. Yo, that movie was a fireball in my eye.
Number 4, Obama and the Anger Translator, Key and Peele.
A lot of people out there seem to think that I don't get angry. That's just not true.
Not every comedian can do impressions. Luckily for us, Jordan Peele is excellent at more than one, but his best known has to be that of Barack Obama. With Luther, his anger translator, raging in the background, Peele absolutely nails not just President Barack Obama's calm voice and manner of speaking, but his small mannerisms and expressions too.
There are many times where you even inexplicably agreed with me.
Stop agreeing with me!
He's so good at it, he would apparently channel Obama while directing Get Out, as well as an impeccable impersonation of Tracy Morgan to get results from his actors.
Let's go. Everybody, let's get this. We're going to be moving. We got to be there in 60 seconds.
Number 3, playing the ghost of Duke Ellington, Big Mouth.
Hey, Nick. You up here for some advice?
Is it his insane laugh, his spontaneous little jazz riffs, or his words of wisdom? Maybe all 3. As the ghost of real-life bandleader and jazz legend Duke Ellington, Jordan Peele brings the laughs every time he appears on Big Mouth.
Jazz is like life. It goes on for longer than you think, and then as soon as you're like, oh, I get it, it ends.
Always suave, somewhat unhinged, and very deceased, Ellington haunts Nick Birch's attic and passes on advice that ranges from profound to, well, just bizarre. Either way, Peele's larger-than-life performance is always entertaining, and has us wishing that we had our own ghost throwing raucous parties in the middle of the night.
Duke, Nickelback! Saw that party downstairs and figured old Duke should have one of his own.
Number 2, enjoying a continental breakfast, Key and Peele.
Also, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every morning, there's a free continental breakfast.
Before directing horror films, Jordan Peele often drew on tropes and classic moments from the genre in his sketch show Key and Peele. In one such sketch, he played a hotel guest, booked into room 237 no less, partaking in that finest of dining experiences, the continental breakfast. The grandiose manner in which Peele's character enjoys his yogurt cup and blueberry muffin is already perfection. But in a play on the iconic line from The Shining, we learn that he's always been a guest and can have all the continental breakfast he wants.
But sir, don't you know that you've always been here?
Really?
Peele's hilarious performance brings home what could otherwise have just been offbeat and strangely sinister.
I'll have what I'm having. I'll have what I'm having.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Who's that knocking on my door? Ooh, it's Mr. Dance Floor.
Hey, man, good game. Stop it!
You want to play some bumper pool?
I only play regular pool.
Righteous.
And we called our group
Three-way.
Well, yeah, it was like I'm going on the road, cut to, in the pond.
No, don't cut to the pond.
Yeah.
Number 1, Clear History, Key and Peele.
I've just been noticing that every time I leave to go out, the next time I open the computer, the browser history's been cleared.
What a mystery. In this sketch, a woman discovers that her browsing history is cleared every time she leaves the house. Her boyfriend tries to explain, but of course we all know what's really going on, even before he literally springs a leak.
Well, I think sometimes the computer runs an automatic software update, so maybe that just kind of clears the history.
Peele's desperately calm voice as he tries to sell explanation after explanation is all too relatable to anyone who's ever tried to hide something, porn or otherwise. The cool panic as his face runs with sweat became instant meme fodder, and is one of his most iconic and hilarious moments to date.
Right, baby?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.